Hey, what's up guys? Kaka Carrot Cake, aka Ty, coming at you with another Dokkan Battle video. And today, we're going to be going over what I think the next banner will be before the 350 million download celebration. I think it will be the Kefla banner, because I don't think they will give us three dual Dokkan Fest banners in a row. I think that would be a little crazy. I mean, I think they've done 2 before, but 3 would be a little crazy. I think they're gonna want to give us a break in between with maybe Kefla. They might not even give us one at all, but I doubt that. And the only conceivable thing to me is Kefla. But I don't know when they will slot in Gotenks and Boo, because there's a lot of dual Dokkan Fest coming up, so we'll have to see. But let's see what we got here. We have Kefla. And we have Vados as the 2 main banner units. We're going to talk about the banner real quick, and then we're going to get into the units. This banner kind of sucks. I don't think it's very good. The only 3 units maybe you might want, maybe 4, are the 2 new ones, maybe 13, and maybe 17. But you don't really want Hit, Goku Black, or Turles. They're kind of... I wouldn't say Turles is bad. I think Turles is pretty good. He's been out for so long now, I feel like everybody has him at this point. Goku Black, I wish he was better, but it is what it is. And Hit, pretty bad in my opinion. I just don't like him. I don't like how he has 0 defense. I don't know why all the hardest hitting units have to have no defense. Android 17 has been on so many banners at this point that you probably have him. And Android 13 is new. And I like that he's a support before he transforms. He's basically just like a slightly worse Cooler. Because even when he's transformed, he guarantees crits against Goku category allies, which is a big... That's like a main... that's a big part of the game, like Goku units, but it's not nearly as good as Coolers, which is Hybrid Saiyans and Pure Saiyans, which is even more, right? You gotta think about that. He's just like a worse version. He might end up doing a little bit more damage at the first, before he starts... before Cooler would start stacking, but... I don't think that's the case. I think he's just a slightly worse unit, but he's cool, and I'd like to pull him at some point, so... But let's get into Kefla real quick. That's our SSR. Let's get here. Here we go. And we'll be looking at our new category in just a second. Universe 6 is pretty small. They have some good units, but it's not a big category yet. She infinitely stacks her attack in all 3 forms, so that's cool. She always starts with her defensive buff on each turn. I think it's 100, 120, and then 150. And then she gets her attack buff on super attack, which also goes up the same amount as her defense. She has in the base form in Super Saiyan, she needs 6 or more orbs to get her second part of her passive, this plus 50% attack and the 50% chance of evading technique attacks. But she only gets that when she gets the 6 orbs here. Her links are really good for ki, because she's got 4 ki links. But her damage key links are alright. I mean, Fierce Battle's good, Saiyan Warrior Race, which changes when she transforms. And Power Bestowed by God. Power Bestowed by God and Fused Fighter, I'm pretty sure, both get attack with the new link level up system, so she's probably a lot better on JP currently than she will be on Global. Her categories are pretty good. She has Peppy Gals, TOP, Potara, Full Power, Transformation Boost, Universe 6, Super Saiyan, and Super Saiyan 2, which is cool because she transforms. Final trump card, any unit on there is always good, and her own category, Rapid Growth, which we'll get into in just a moment. But we're going to look at Super Saiyan 1 Kefla here. She still raises, like I said, she raises her attack. She stacks attack in all 3 of her forms. Oh, it's 150% at her second form. Okay, well, I was a little off. She does a little bit more damage and has a little bit more defense than I originally anticipated. But she gets that additional 50% attack and high chance to dodge with 6 or more keys. 6 or more key spheres once again, and I was correct saying Warrior Lineage. It was. It changes into Super Saiyan. So a little bit more attack actually. I think, yeah, because of the JP changes, I think they're about the same kind of link, because it changed to all the links that were like plus 700 changed to percent stats and stuff like that. So I think on JP there's probably about the same. I'm not sure. I think Super Saiyan. Can I see the leveled up links on here? Oh, they are. Cool. So yeah, this goes up to, this is just 15% attack at level 10. That's cool. Okay, that's good to know that you can click on the links. So I can look at Fused Fighter and Power Bestowed by God then. That's really cool. Yeah, see, this gets attack and plus 2 ki and attack and defense plus 5%, so that's way better. And this is just attack plus 10% when a super attack is launched. So I don't think with Kefla you'll ever having any issues supering, considering she has a bunch of key links. But now they also give attack and defense, so that's really cool. And then she transforms upon entering the next... Oh, I forgot to mention. Yeah, the base form Kefla. Let's go back for a sec. I forgot to mention this. Base form Kefla transforms when she... I got confused. Base form Kefla transforms on the 3rd turn. So if she's in the 7th slot, she transforms the moment she comes in. You do kind of want her as soon as possible to start raising that attack, but if you get her on turn 3, like in the 7th slot, she'll transform immediately. Then, once you get her, and as long as you have, when she comes back around on the 5th turn, let's say you get her on the 1st turn, and then the 3rd turn she transforms, and then you get her again on the 5th turn, and you have higher than 60% HP, she'll transform again into Super Saiyan 2 Kefla. Still raises attack, but when she's transformed, she's 160% attack and defense, plus 2 ki, and the high chance to perform of evading attacks is just there. So she just gets the 50% chance to dodge, and she launches an additional super attack when she gets 6 or more ki spheres. So that's pretty cool. Makes her a little bit more offensive. And she's just defensive normally. She doesn't need those 6 ki spheres, so she's just a better all-around unit when she's Super Saiyan 2. And her active skill changes physical ki spheres to SDR ki spheres, and makes her effective against all types for 1 turn. And it can only be activated when you are against a Universe Survival Saga unit or a Pure Saiyan unit. So, Pure Saiyans, there's a lot of those in the game. There's a lot of Gokus, there's a lot of Vegetas, so you should never... Raditz, Nappa, Tomato. These, I mean, the Fusion should be on there, but we'll talk about that at another point. Universe Survival Saga, those new units will always be coming out because there's so many characters in the TOP. They will just keep pumping out Universal Survival Arc characters over and over and over. So you should never have an issue getting her. Once she actually transforms, getting her active skills isn't going to be too hard, I don't think. Unless you're fighting like a Frieza Dokkan event or something, I don't think it'll be too big of an issue. Her links don't change in this form, she just holds on to Super Saiyan. And I don't think anything else. Yeah, she raises her attack by 30%. She lowers defense for 80% in this form, so that's kind of crazy, but lowering defense is meh at best. It's not the best. You'd rather have lower attack. Just overall, I think it's just better. Let's take a peek at our category. So Rapid Growth is another one of those like tiny categories that Dokkan and / Akatsuki think. I don't know why they keep making the little ones. They should just make the new leader skills for the older ones that deserve it. Or at least like, if you're gonna name a unit Rapid Growth, don't exclude characters that are specifically impressed by having rapid growth. Like when Goku Black fights Vegeta, sorry. When Vegeta comes back and when he does the move where he punches Goku Black into the ground and beats the crap out of him, he is impressed by his rapid growth. And I do not see a Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta here. It would be the Int one, and he's not here. So if you're gonna do categories, just like, put them on there. I like that the new Gohan's on there. That's cool. And I like how, I mean, this guy doesn't need any more categories. They only have 3 LRs, which is kind of crazy. But, it's not a terrible category. It could get better, but they have to like amend things. It's just, once again, it's like the Pure Saiyans not having the fusions on it. It's dumb. They should just make the categories as what they should be and fun. There's no point in restricting us. Like, just let us play the game. Let us have a good time. And so I'd say her leader skill is like a 6 out of 10. It can get better. Oops, didn't mean to do that. It's a 6 out of 10. Could get better, but whatever. And her banner unit is Vados. She is a very, very good support unit. She has attack and defense plus 60% with a high chance of evading attacks. And she is a support unit for 4 different categories. That's pretty cool. Realm of Gods always needs more buffs, we know that. Siblings Bond is a really good team, but it's cool that it gets buffs. Bond of Master and Disciple is a good team. Could always use more buffs. Universe 6 is small. I'm glad they gave them the Angel, and I'm glad she's a support unit for like everybody. That's kind of cool. And for it's 20%, but it's nothing. It's nothing to scoff at. It's cool because you can actually do a rotation of Vados, Whis, the STR Whis, and the physical Beerus, and he hits like a truck. It's pretty cool. But he also changes, she also changes random key spheres to Rainbow, which is always helpful, as long as they're another Universe 6 category ally. So, I mean, if you get the Kefla, you'll probably be running these two together. If you have LR Kale and Khalifa, hopefully they put out a new Kabe soon, a new Super Saiyan 2 Kabe, because that's something we need. Hit, Champa if you ever run Champa, Bodamagetta, but mostly this Kefla, I think. And when this Kale gets her Easy A on Global and this Khalifa gets her Easy A on Global, they're both pretty good. So, and she's on all the teams she supports, so that's kind of neat. But she's a really good banner unit. You can farm her SA too pretty easily. That event drops those Vadoses pretty. It's not stingy with dropping the Vadoses. You'll get it pretty fast. But yeah. Overall verdict on this banner, so here's the thing. I think they're gonna do what they did with the Beerus banner. I think they're gonna put the cheaper multis, you do 3 multis, and on the third one you get a featured unit guaranteed as your GSSR. If they do that again, 100% use like the 95 to 100 stones they want to use on it, because I think it's super worth at that point for a chance to get the new unit. It'd be crappy if you got like this guy, but these two would probably be the worst ones to get. But if there's that chance of getting Kefla, I mean, that's how I got my Beerus. I got him in the GSSR slot on his banner from that guaranteed featured unit, so I definitely think that's worth. But if that is not there, I'd say don't summon. But once again, who am I to tell you where to use your stones? Use your stones on whatever you want. I personally, if this has Cooler in it, I would probably go ham on this banner because I want Cooler, I want Kefla. I wouldn't mind having a 17 or a 13. My 17 only has 1 dupe, so if they replaced like Hit or Goku Black with Cooler, I'd definitely spend some stones on this banner. But hopefully this is what we'll be getting next. Hopefully they don't just leave us out in the dry for a month. But I think I'm gonna start wrapping it up. Leave a like on the video if you liked it. Leave a dislike if you didn't. Leave a comment. Let me know what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong. Hit that red subscribe button. It's awesome to see that number go up every day. And if you guys have any questions about the 350 million download celebration, this is the place to subscribe. We're gonna try and be the beacon of knowledge for the 350 million coming up. I'm gonna try and post videos the moment things start coming out. The moment we learn anything, I'm watching Twitter, I'm watching YouTube, I'm watching Reddit, I'm watching everything, waiting for that information. So hit that red subscribe button if you want to stay tuned in for what we're doing. And I hope everybody has a good day. Bye, guys.